Hey everyone, welcome back to Jams, the podcast where I chat with a friend about an album of their choosing. This week, my guest and good friend Josh steps in to talk about Logic's debut album, Under Pressure. We discuss our mutual love for Logic's music, the unnecessary hate Logic gets, how Under Pressure is a snapshot of so many amazing memories, along with a whole lot of BSing mixed in there in jam fashion. With all that said, let's cut to Josh and myself talking about Logic's Under Pressure. I guess we could start now, I guess.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
Welcome
to episode 8 of Jams.
Oh, snap. I'm on episode 8, boys.
8, boys. You missed 7.
I thought I was... Oh, true. I missed 7. Who was 7?
Cheyenne.
I'll have a word with her when I get home. I thought I was episode 9 for some reason.
Nah, we're not there yet. I don't know who episode 9 is. I don't know how many.
You're such a busy boy. You got so many people.
I got so many people. That's just the way it is. The
shout
jam
out
way.
to Jams.
Shout out to the podcast we're on. Shout out to Jams. How are you going today, Mr. Josh?
Oh, pretty good. I had my coffee.
Yeah, you did have your coffee.
And that makes me a happy boy.
Yeah, we got
a coffee.
Shout out to
Macca's Coffee.
Official sponsor of...
Honestly, Macca's would probably be the best. Hash browns. All right, just keep that in mind. The hash browns.
Just imagine a limited hash brownskis. Anyway. Wow.
What a concept.
What a concept. Starting off strong here on Jams. Yeah, what album are we talking about today, my good
we're
friend?
talking about Logic's Under Pressure.
Hell yeah, we are.
The good stuff.
2004 release, isn't it?
2004?
Oh, 2014. 2014
I was
release.
going to say, how little was I when I listened to it?
I like how you were like polite, no? You were like 2004?
I was like really confused. I was going to say 2013. I'm glad it's 2014.
Recorded in 2013.
I'm wrong. That's good.
You're glad
good
you're wrong?
Start, yeah.
Let's get into that.
I love this album.
This album's good. Oh my god. So where do you hold this album in your like sort of favorite albums of all time?
All right, look, that's a big question, that's a respectable one because it's a good starting point.
Thank you.
But you know, I find it really hard to rate music, and put it like because me and Cheyenne have this talk all the time. It's like, how do you rate music? Because there's so many good different bands and people.
Yep.
And it's just hard to put them in a list, you know. But I still put Logic in raps.
Yep.
I put him I reckon the best in rap for rap. I love it. The way he tells stories, especially in this album, very good. I love it. You listen to the whole album, top to finish, and you're like, wow, that's the whole story right there.
Would you say it's the perfect album?
I reckon it is.
Well,
I don't usually like intro songs, and that intro song slaps. So
They literally call it intro.
it is.
That's how you call it intro song, which is great.
But it's good though. He even sings in it.
He does.
All right, he never usually sings. And then you listen to it first time, he's like, wait, he's singing.
He's singing.
He's
actually pretty good.
Yeah, he is. I was like very surprised the first time. I was like, wow, I never heard this dude sing.
Yeah, and he's just going in on it on the first song.
And the first song. It's such a good song.
Yeah, and it goes like straight into soul food.
I know.
It's just it goes
such a good song.
Yeah,
that was such a good song for him to choose, like to start off. I know intro's the first song, but you know, soul food's the first song.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
And it's like so well edited. It's so layered.
Yeah, and I think the whole mixing on this album as well, everything goes in like with each other so smoothly. Like every song, like it just flows.
Mental. And he's got like the classical instruments throughout the whole thing too. Yeah, like a lot of jazz instruments. You can tell. Yeah, he's got the drums going. You can tell he's got the saxophone.
The saxophone.
Yeah, man.
Whoa,
have you heard the sax?
I haven't.
That's pretty good, man.
Should we get a saxophone sample?
Yeah, right after this.
Right after this, all right.
Cool.
Okay, I'm going to come back. Okay, Editor J-Man will fix that in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a good saxophone. Oh, wow.
Oh, that was really clean.
That was very clean.
Clean sax player.
Very good at editing.
It'd be really funny if you put like a bad sax, like just really stumbling, some dude stumbling.
Not even a saxophone. I put a keyboard in or something.
An accordion.
So how did you find Logic? Because we've been friends for a long time, and you have known Logic for a majority of our friendship, I feel.
Yeah, I reckon since when I met you, actually, I probably started around that time. Maybe a little bit before.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I found Logic by okay, so we're gonna look, I'm a white boy, all right. I like Eminem.
Shout out to
happens.
White Boy.
Shout out to Eminem.
Shout out to Eminem.
Yeah, he's listening.
He is. Yes, he is. Eminem.
You know, I like rap. But my dad was very, he loved his Iron Maiden, loved his Metallica.
Yeah.
So I grew up with that. And my mum was like country, so we don't talk about that.
Yeehaw.
Yeah. She loved country, like Dixie Chicks and stuff. And I'm just like, nah, I don't want that.
Don't want Dixie Chicks for young.
So I didn't really have rap. My dad would always say rap's not good, But then I listened to Eminem on the radio anyway. And then YouTube existed.
Right.
And I'm rewatching the Slim Shady videos. And then, they do the recommended or whatever. And it's like, boom, I see Logic. It's called All I Do. Is the song. I hope I'm right. Yeah. That came out I remember that when that came out, and it was the first time I ever listened to a rapper on YouTube and being like, oh, I don't even know who this is and I really like it. And then you just you do a wormhole, you just start listening to all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, and that's how it happened. But it wasn't a year or so later that Under Pressure came out.
Right. Oh, so it would have been one of his later mixtapes.
Yeah.
Because was that Young Sinatra, or one of the Young Sinatra?
Yeah, I think so. I couldn't tell you. I think it was an EP for sure.
Yeah,
but I couldn't tell you which one. I just know All I Do. I remember the music video because there's a mascot in it. There's a green mascot and they're dancing while they're singing. That's the only reason I remember.
Amazed by this green.
It was just a good, I just liked it. And, because usually I listen to rock and stuff and metal, but it was different. I like different. Yeah.
So was it Eminem straight to Logic then? Or
pretty much. I liked, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I like Biggie as well. A lot of Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't, I was into it, but I wasn't super into it, if that makes sense. But Logic, I was really into Logic. And that's when I really started to rap.
I know when you were quite younger, so it's a bit hard to sort of explain why you like the things you do when you're a young teen. But do you know what made you like Logic more than all these other artists?
I really like the way Logic uses certain words and the way he uses words to tell a good story. Right. All I Do is not a good example of that. But Under Pressure, though, that whole album is it's basically a whole story, It's a bit about his past and it's a bit about him now, And I love stuff like that.
It's a really good snapshot of where Logic was at the time, I feel. Because it was very
that
honest.
too.
It was him just before he sort of made it. Because he had all these successful mixtapes and then, Under Pressure came out and it felt...
Well, that was his first paid label album, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the first big album. All the others were just right.
Yeah,
really?
Okay. Album. And then all the rest were mixtapes. He had four mixtapes prior to that. And, and then so it was his
that was his first big production album. I remember that. I remember it was a big deal because he had a lot of videos about him talking about how excited he was about it. Yeah. Oh, it's mental. It's so good. Such a good album.
So what out of Logic's discography, what sort of makes this one stand out? Was it because it was where you were at that young teen age where you sort of when you get into something, it sort of sticks around? Or do you think that this is legitimately his best album in general?
Well, okay, so it was the first album I had heard of his, besides the YouTube music videos I watched, which they were good songs, but they just weren't on the level of Under Pressure. But compared to the rest of his songs, Incredible Story came out after.
Yep.
I like Incredible Story a lot. I'd almost put that not above Under Pressure by any means, but it's close.
Yeah.
And I really like that because that was the same thing. It's a story, and it had them in the spaceship, and they're listening to the album. I thought that was so cool.
We got Dempsey from Call of Duty.
Yeah, it was so good. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, is that actually who it was?
Dempsey, bro. Yeah. Dempsey
from
Zombies.
Snap. That makes it so much better. His voice, that makes so much sense.
Yeah,
it's so deep and American.
Yeah.
I don't know. I listened to Incredible, and I liked it, obviously, but compared to Under Pressure, I still didn't like it as much as Under Pressure. I think I like Under Pressure the most because he's very, realistic in it.
Yeah.
He's very honest about how bad his life was and what his family went through. And then he also talks about being famous and how having all the money actually isn't really the goal. Because he said that he thought in one of the songs, I'm Gone, he says that... it's not really about all the money because he had all the money and he was buying things and then, and then he's like, actually, I just care about my albums being good, to be honest, and my music being good. Yeah. And it's that's what I like about him. It's cool.
Creating a energy with his fans, about connection as well. I think in the early days, he would spend extra time at gigs, meeting everyone and shaking everyone's hands and stuff like that.
He's so lovely, man. He's a nice guy.
He is. He really is.
Like,
yeah,
he grew up like in gang related. He talks about how, his brother had to go out and sell dope to his dad and like other people just to make a living.
Yeah,
and he's like the nicest kid. You wouldn't, well, not a kid to me.
Well, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, especially he feels like a kid. When the first mixtapes came out, he was like 19, wasn't he?
Yeah,
like,
he was young. He knew what he wanted to do young. Yeah.
And it's sort of sad when he sort of gets shit on. With a lot of people in the rap community really don't like Logic.
I know. It blows my mind. I don't understand where it comes from. He's always nice. I actually think his bars are pretty good. He has good bars.
Fucking goes hard. He really does.
He does. He goes hard. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to make music and his words sound good together. Like, I don't know where the hate comes from.
I think it might have been the whole biracial thing where like I think it was about when Everybody came out, like it was like a whole album about it and stuff like that, and I think people in the community were just sort of like stop talking about it as much. But it's like, I don't know, if he's passionate about it and that's something he wants to give out to the people, like the morals that he was like talking about in Everybody, and his
exactly,
really nice. And
exactly,
it's all about equality. It's all about like just loving everyone.
He's a very good mindset.
Yeah,
very very nice person.
Yeah,
I don't know where the hate comes from either. I've got no idea. He's like, whenever you hear about his life and then you see him like in interviews and stuff, he's always smiling. He's always happy. He's like, he never gives you the mantra, I grew up in a gang related area ever.
Yeah.
He doesn't give you that vibe at all. He's just like very happy. Yeah, very thankful.
I feel like he's a bit of a sensitive boy, and that's okay.
Yeah,
all sensitive boys.
Yeah.
Like, because that's when I think he retired almost because of all the hate that he got. I
think so too. Now look, I know I said I don't like his newer albums, but that's just my opinion. Okay, I love Logic.
Yes,
and he has good songs in them. You actually listened to them again recently, and you said that some of them are like actually not bad.
Yes, so I was a massive Logic fan because of like us listening to
we
younger and like
heaps.
The first couple of albums, especially like maybe up until Everybody, and then I sort of fell off.
No, me too. Exactly the same time. Yeah. Well, I remember we both listened to Pressure, Incredible, and then Everybody, and we liked Everybody.
Yeah, it was. The intro song is so fucking hard.
Yeah, the intro song is really good.
It's so good.
And again, so many instruments in it. The songs are well put together. I don't know how he does it, but yeah.
Oh no, it's fucking crazy.
And then I don't know. Yeah, I didn't care about Young Sinatra 4.
That's the thing. I really enjoyed Young Sinatra 4. Out of his albums, I would put that above Everybody.
But, oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Young Sinatra 4 goes hard. I really enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
Then we had, what was it? Then, was it No Pressure right after that? Or was there an album in between?
No, I think, so there was a Bobby Tarantino after that.
Those exist, yeah.
No, that's fair. It's funny. I like listening to those ones because I think they're not like full money label albums. They're just him releasing them, I believe. Right, okay. Bobby Tarantino was. Because they're just songs that he had recorded that he never put up. So that's what they are. And I really like 44 bars in one of those songs. But yeah. And then, I didn't care about Young Sinatra. I actually liked them more.
Oh, right.
The mixtape ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't listened to the mixtape at all. But then I've listened to a bit of his early mixtapes, but like the Bobby Tarantino stuff I sort of haven't.
Yeah, no, that's...
But then, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, which I forget exists.
I'm clueless. I didn't even know that was an album.
That wasn't a good album at all. That's the one with the Eminem song. Where he, that's a good song. I like that.
No,
that's about it.
I was going to say, that's actually not a bad song.
Yeah.
I forgot that even was an album.
I think it's sort of like, I don't know what happened there. I think it was like a combination of everyone's shitting on him, but then also... I don't know. Something changed in Logic, I think, in the last... After maybe Everybody...
Maybe after having a son, I guess.
Maybe, I don't know. But... Because then No Pressure came out, which was another... I listened to that in full. I like some songs from it, but it's meant to be like part 2 to Incredible True Story.
Oh, is it?
Because like, what's it called? The Tribe Called Quest type, like, the girl. Like,
oh, the girl. Cynthia? I forget her name. Yeah, whatever her name
is. She's back in No Pressure. And she does the stuff as well. But something was completely missed there. But with all of that said, Vinyl Days that recently got released.
I actually like Vinyl Days.
Back.
I think so too. I think so too. I reckon maybe it was Confidence Thing. because everyone was bagging him out. So maybe maybe he wasn't so confident with his music. I don't know. But I do like Vinyl Days. That is a damn good album too.
Yeah, fucking long.
I couldn't tell you a song, but I listened to it and I was like, it's good. Yeah, it is long.
Hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's heaps long.
No need for an album to be that long.
That's mental. An hour and 10 minutes.
But I think, when you go back to where Logic was at this time, it was just, super interesting to see him being so transparent with everything.
Yeah, he was very honest, wasn't he?
I feel like he had something to prove. Maybe that was what happened later on. Maybe when he was under pressure, he was under pressure. He had all these things he had to prove.
I firmly believe artists make better music when they... I mean, look, I'm not trying to say that I want all artists to be struggling.
No, of course. Yeah.
But let's be honest, a lot of artists make their best... creative, whatever. Yeah. Like I'm getting real old here. Van Gogh, the man was severely depressed. He made some great paintings.
Yeah.
Logic, struggling, made a really good album. Because it's like what they need to do. And so they put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, and I think... I don't even think it's like complacency on Logic's behalf. I think, or on anyone who sort of like goes through that and then got these millions of dollars and stuff like that, and then they're chilling.
Yeah, exactly.
It would just change.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, it would change because you'd feel like, I have to make this album good in order to make a penny. And then all of a sudden you have all the money you want. And now it's like, I still want to make music, but I feel like that's what it was,
Yeah, and I think going back to the Logic sort of hate, which I don't want to just sit on this the whole time. I don't want to talk about how everyone just shits on Logic.
But it's true. It's good to talk about because I don't even know where it comes from. He's so nice. Again, he's very nice. Dude. All right.
And then I think it was another thing I think it might have come from was like 1-800 when that song came out.
Oh, yeah. He copped a lot of hate for that.
So much hate.
But it's such a... Like, look, I don't. It's not like I listen to the song all the time.
No.
And to be honest, it's not my cup of tea. But I really like the message in it. Yeah. I appreciate that it's for people who are struggling with suicide.
And
it's good.
Did a lot of good. Like a lot of suicide hotlines fucking tripled after the song release. And
I heard about that.
Best song, like not best song, sorry, but like his most successful song.
Well, it is.
And but there was some drama. I'm forgetting who he copied it off. But no, I think it was maybe
did he?
His producer. I don't think it was No ID. I think it might have been someone else.
Right.
Was in the studio with this guy, and this other guy was doing a 1-800 type song about suicide. And then the manager, producer, was just like, "Hey, could we do something with this?" And then it sort of fizzled out. And I think it was meant to be a Logic feature or Logic featuring the other artist on it. And then, 2 months later, 1-800 comes out, a song about this guy was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah,
so it's like maybe
so he just got the idea and just kind of ran with it. I guess.
Maybe I'm not saying that's the case.
No.
But maybe that's completely lied. Like maybe this guy is just shitty that he had a similar idea to Logic and made this idea up. Like made this.
And then Logic's on super successful.
Yeah. But it's also, I saw an interview. Do you know Joe Budden? I think Joe Budden?
Yeah. Wait, what? The president? Joe Biden?
Oh, no, Joe Budden. Joe Budden. I think wait a second. Let me get
it's like, what is the president talking to Logic?
Yeah, no, Joe Budden is
I don't know
American rapper who is from Slaughterhouse. So, Eminem did that album with Royce the 5'9"?
Yes.
Royce the 5'9" is in Slaughterhouse. I think it's not there anymore, but it's 4 boys. One of the boys is, Joe Budden. Anyway, he has a massive podcast where he talks about rap and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he just starts shitting on Logic, where he's just like...
Well, just out of nowhere.
He's just like, I know Logic's got a lot of fans and a lot of sales, but he's weak as shit and this and that and that. I'm like, bro, you don't have to be more successful than someone to critique them. You're sitting here, bro, sitting on a podcast and Logic, does it... I don't know. He's doing a lot of good shit.
I know.
He's fucking killing it.
Logic's walking around talking about Joe Button. Is that his name? I don't even know his name.
Yeah, Joe Button.
It's Joe Button now.
Joe Button boy. But it's it's sort of like, I don't know. It's unnecessary hate, I feel.
I feel like there's a lot of hostility with those rap talks. Not all of them.
Yeah.
But a lot of the ones I watch, they always lean into talking about someone. I remember Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem were having their beef.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking smack 24/7. It's like, oh my God.
I feel like, because back in the day when rap was sort of almost built on having beefs and you look at Tupac and Biggie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where maybe they're just trying to keep it going. It's just sort of in the nature of...
no, it's true though. I mean, Eminem's career was built on doing those rap battles and
exactly.
so it makes sense.
But I feel like it's unnecessary now. I don't know.
I think so too. I mean, all right, look, maybe if you're in the underground doing rap battles, it's different. But you're a successful dude on a podcast. Why do you need to trash anyone?
You don't got to bring anyone else down to bring yourself up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. And it's like, even if that was a successful person, even if that was Eminem sitting there shitting on Logic, I'm like, why would you talk about anything you enjoy?
I know.
Talk about something you like.
Some people probably tuned in to listen to you talk about music, but you're just trashing artists.
Yeah. It's like, that's a good fucking thing to put out to the world. I
love
negativity, bro. Oh yeah,
negativity.
We're gonna they're gonna scrap jams all together, and it's gonna instead of being favorite albums, it'll be worst albums.
Worst albums, and we'll just trash on people.
We'll just trash them all. That's right. That's just the way. I think that would be a lot more fun.
It'd be a lot more fun.
Negativity. The world needs more. We need to be more negative in general.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's the way.
Negativity wins. Okay.
Sorry?
Negativity will always win.
Negativity always wins.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what James is here for, to counter that. We are the positive light.
Oh, are we?
In the world.
Oh, is that what we're doing? That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
It's us versus the whole world, Josh.
Oh, really?
That's it.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I don't think we can win that.
That's all right. What we're going to do is keep talking about how good this album is.
Two brothers.
Two handsome boys on the podcast. Hey everyone, Editor J-Man here. Once again to remind you if you're enjoying Jams, feel free to give it a review on whatever platform you're listening to it on. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. Also, if you want more J-Man, you can find the links to my YouTube, Twitch, and all other socials on my Linktree at linktr.ee/jmansky. Alright, no more promo, I guess. Now back to Josh and I talking about something silly. So, in this album, is there any sort of favorite songs you have? Or is it... that's a hard voice.
Hard
question.
I would love to... It is gang related, but I feel like that's everyone's most popular.
It's a good song.
Okay, I have to be different.
You
Jack.
have to be...
But no, gang related's probably the best song on the album, so we're going to take that out of it. Because that doesn't count. So then Soul Food, probably.
Soul Food, yeah.
Yeah, because Soul Food's it's a good song.
It's a very good song.
It's very spicy meatball.
It's a spicy meatball. That's what you say.
Yeah.
You can taste spicy meatballs because of the...
There's essentially two songs in the one song when you think about it. You know when it gets to the end of the first chorus and verse and then it like drips out and then he starts talking about his denim.
Yeah.
His lyricisms in his denim.
Yeah.
And then it goes into like another song. Yeah. It's like two songs put together. It's really good. I love it. It's a great song.
Yeah, it's so... I have so many good memories of that song because, like I said, I was saying earlier, we've been friends for so long and, you showed me Logic and...
Which is surprising. You usually show me music.
Between Cheyenne and I think we're the ones showing you shit all the time. So it's nice to have
my music taste is based around you two.
It's us suggesting shit always. Yeah. But you showed me Logic, who I've never heard of prior to that.
I know, which made me feel good because I was like, no one knows Logic.
yeah. Like it's yours.
Indie boy.
Indie boy, Josh. Hell yeah. New rate. Oh yeah. But and then I have so many good memories, especially with this album, because it takes me back to sort of like when, where we used to live quite close to each other, which we still live quite close to each other. We've just both moved near each other again.
But we've done it twice.
You're
chasing me.
But at the time, like after school, we would go to your house and hang out, or like even when you got your license,
play a lot of Mortal Kombat.
A whole lot of Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
What else did we play?
We played like Mortal Kombat. We played a lot of like Nintendo stuff. What else did we play?
There was just a lot of stuff. Whatever was sort of going at the time.
I know. I was gonna say it can't even just pick. Fighting games are always a thing for me, but then the other stuff, it's like we just played whatever was out. We would be playing. Oh, a lot of zombies actually.
A lot of zombies. That was good. Yeah,
good times.
And I feel like it just encapsulates that whole time for me, which is a time that I fucking love. Like I love reminiscing about like me, you, Jack, Jordan, Justin, all just like going over your house
and just playing or doing whatever.
Not a fucking stress in the world. Just hanging out, enjoying like each other's company.
I know. It was so good. It was very regular. Like every week we would be hanging. It was really fun. Yeah. It was a good time.
Shit. But yeah, I think this album is definitely a soundtrack to that time for me. Like it encapsulates it. When I was listening to this again, that's what I just kept thinking of. I remember like driving to a local Hungry Jack's review, listening to this in the car, and it's like memories that I really fucking love, like memories that I love sort of reminiscing on. So that's maybe another reason why I enjoy this album so much.
I mean, yeah, that is very true. Mr. Burrito. Shout out to Mr. Burrito.
Episode 3s.
Love you.
Love you, Burrito. Yep.
You know, I feel like he was always like sort of into rap. Not going to say he never was, because he likes a lot of things as well.
Yep.
But I remember showing him Nicki from this album.
Yeah.
He really liked that song.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. He likes Logic now. Slowly convert all the boys.
Yeah, that's it. Slowly but surely.
But and Bounce as well from that song. I remember Cheyenne loves that song. Loves Bounce. And Buried Alive.
The bass in Bounce is so good.
Yeah, it's
over
really
some nice
good.
speakers.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Like you said, a lot of good memories. And that was around when me and Cheyenne met as well. It was like another thing, you know? Oh,
so
good times.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very good to have that album sort of like, hopefully, it is the same for you, but like that album sort of just encapsulate all of those.
100%. Yep.
And it's,
Even without friends, because, I play a lot of fighting games, and in practice mode, I swear this album is just on repeat. Just while I'm in practice. So I think about it a lot whenever I'm doing something like that. Such a good album.
Yeah, it really is. So were you not the biggest fan of? Oh, you were a biggest fan, but like with Incredible True Story, which is my favorite Logic album. I think that's
it's a very.
I think so.
No, that's respectable.
Not far behind is this album, but I think
you just It's more fun though. Incredible.
I think it's a more fun album.
Incredible True Story. Yeah, it is honestly a more fun version of Under Pressure, because they're both stories. But I mean, I agree. I know what you mean. Shout out to Rat Pack.
Shout out to Rat Pack. Because how many people were in Rat Pack at the
time? I mean, I only remember Big Lembo. But no, I think it's his producer and there's another rapper, but don't know who that is.
Who needs to know?
But they're Rat Pack. He actually got that because Frank Sinatra, right?
Yeah.
He loves Frankie Boy.
Yeah.
Young Sinatra, all the albums. He had a Rat Pack. And they were all singers.
Really?
And they were like a crew.
Yeah.
Even says like on their wiki and all their things that they were like, the party boys. I thought that was so funny. So Logic's like, my little group's also going to be called Rat Pack.
That's so good. Like, just straight up.
Yeah. Because I remember like, why does he always call his crew Rat Pack? And I looked up Rat Pack. But Frank Sinatra popped up. And I was like, that makes sense. Yeah, because he loves the classical boy.
Like the Frankie Boy. Well, on his album, wasn't he saying like the Tribe Called Quest sort of in like the girl coming in between every couple songs? Didn't she mention that there was like it was
she says and then she also said she says Red Hot Chili Peppers and Frank Sinatra on repeat during the recording of the album.
Tarantino.
Quentin.
Yes.
Because he loves it's like his favorite director. Yeah.
It's cool that they added that type of stuff. Like they did do the Tribe Called Quest sort of reference, which I think may have also got him under some heat, because I don't know. I feel like he would have asked permission first, but it is exactly the same. You listen to an old Tribe Called Quest album, and it is the same.
It is the same. I wonder if he did get any heat for that.
I don't know. So through Logic, have you found any artists that you really enjoy?
A lot. Yeah, so now I like Cheyenne knows, because I go on SoundCloud, right?
Yeah.
And I just listen to random. I just put on random.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
That's great, yeah.
And I always find the good ones and send her to be like, is this deserving of the rap playlist we have together?
Yeah.
And I let her approve it, because I pick some trash songs.
Yeah.
And I need someone to be like, this is bad.
Yeah.
And Shine does that perfectly, because she's very honest.
That's what you want.
But no, I found a lot of bangers. All right, I'll probably add some to the playlist. Shout out to the playlist.
Shout out to the playlist. Perfect transition. Wow, you should host this goddamn podcast.
Yeah. I'm actually taking over. Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah, I got the papers here.
Do the ads.
I don't have any paper to rustle, but.
So where are they going to find the ad? If we were to find the ad, what link would they use?
Okay. So what you want to do? Is you want to go to Instagram?
Yep. That's good. That's good. That's one of them. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
What's my handle on Instagram? That's all right. We'll get there.
Shams.
Hold on a second. Let me just double check before. I don't want to correct you.
I'm such a good friend.
So you are a good friend. Don't you worry. You're always liking all of my reels.
I forget the handle.
It is. Hold on a second. I can edit. The J-Mansky underscore. Quick, say that.
Oh, the J-Mansky underscore.
Yeah, so where are they going?
They're going to the J-Mansky underscore.
Hell yeah. What are they going to find if they look up J-Mansky underscore, John?
They're going to find stuff about the podcast.
They are, yes. That's really about it. And my record collection.
Oh yeah, he has a record collection. Did you know? It's much bigger than mine. I've only got like 20.
Wait, what do you have?
You've got like 7.
I got at least 7.
No, 70.
Oh, bro, I've spent so much money on that goddamn thing. But
vinyls are cool. But yeah, anyway,
vinyls are very cool. I like vinyls a lot. So this is good. I don't have to do this on episode 3. I forgot to mention it.
Should I redo it? Because I did it pretty stupidly.
No, that was good.
Oh, cool. All right, sweet.
J-Mansky underscore on Instagram. And I think Linktree is link.tre/Jman. Let's get this right. Linktree. If you want to go straight to the playlist, you got to go to link, L-I-N-K.
Link, L-I-N-K. Like Zelda.
Like Zelda. Think Zelda. tr.ee/
Ooh.
J-Mansky. And that will give you all the links. That'll give you Instagram. They'll give you bloody YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. What's
playlist.
that? Oh, the playlist. That's what we're talking about. Shout out to the playlist.
Shout out to Gentle Ghosts for Puzzle, the official theme of Jams. That's also going to be on there. And I think that's gentle. It.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Do you want to add any links to my link tree?
Can I put in my my YouTube?
You have a YouTube?
No, but I do have a video of me getting knifed in Call of Duty from 2010. It's a good video. I'll put some logic over it.
I'll use this as one of my promos. I'll use this as one of my promo videos for Instagram. It's just you getting fucking knifed across the map.
I love that. We all remember that video.
We were like looking up your name on just YouTube to see what would come up, and you get.
And there I am getting cross-mapped.
That's so good.
Oh.
Just getting fucking destroyed by this random 12-year-old.
Yeah, what a little B word.
But yeah, it's the playlist at this point.
Yeah, the playlist.
Playlist would be long. This is episode 8.
Oh yeah, so what is it? 20 songs?
20 songs per person. Yeah. Okay. And Burrito's just uploaded it because I'm ahead of time. Episode 3 has gone live. So
yeah. Shout out to episode 3.
Shout out to episode 3. If you haven't listened to episode 3 and you're episode 8, go back, listen to episode 3.
Yeah.
You know?
And listen to episode 7.
And 7.
Yeah, because 7. Because
A, because 7's a funny number. B, because Josh's girlfriend's on it.
Yeah, you have to listen.
That's the order of the hierarchy.
She's going to threaten you.
She will. She threatened a lot. Towards the end of that podcast, she started throwing out threats to everyone. It's really good. I don't think she's a threatening person by default. But
oh, bless that. Bless her soul.
Shout out to Cheyenne. Shout out to episode 7. Shout out to the number 7. And shout out to Logic.
Yeah, Logic's pretty cool.
Logic?
Oh, yeah, we're talking about him.
Oh, yeah. What are you talking about?
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So, I have a question for you then.
Please
okay, so on this album,
yeah,
right, what's your favorite song?
Oh,
yeah, you can't say soul food, not allowed. Is it actually also soul food?
Never Enough.
Oh, Never Enough. That is a good song.
I think the instrumental on that is so good.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
Never Enough.
Only thing I don't understand is that on this album, it's No ID, producer, and Logic together. And that was I think it was this, yeah, pretty certain it was this album with No ID. And then the next album would have been No Pressure. Like that was the one they did with No ID and Logic. Mm-hmm. And the quality was so different, which is crazy.
Because I didn't really listen to No Pressure that much. Right. Is it as good structure-wise? Like music?
It is structure-wise, it is good. Structure-wise, it does flow well, but I got very bored by it. Like it just doesn't
have the spunk, you know.
Yeah, when you listen to like Vinyl Days or something like that, you there's some energy to it, and sort of like, I don't know, something about it's hard to put into words. I know what you mean. I know what you're saying because I couldn't put into words either. Yeah. But I know what you mean. You just listen to it, and it's just different. Yeah, it's a different feel. Should we bring up Supermarket? Yeah, exactly. That blank look of what the fuck is Supermarket?
Yeah, okay, cool. Because I was like, oh no.
So Supermarket, I think he released a book.
But hold on. What? Yeah. Okay, no, go on. I'm just really surprised about what Supermarket is.
Yeah. Anyway, this book was brought out with an album. And this album, terrible.
It came out with an album?
It came out with an album. Maybe terrible is a bit too dramatic. But he tried to do a rock album basically, and
I didn't know about this at all.
Hold on a second.
It was very good. I like this. How bad is it out of 10?
Oh, I didn't even listen to all of it. I couldn't. See, I think it is important to bring up stuff we don't like about an artist, but still admit that we're fans. Because,
again, we love Logic.
Yeah, and exactly.
And I'm not... we just talked about not trashing people.
Yeah. That's not...
I think critiquing music is fine, though.
Yes.
We're not trashing him out.
No.
Trashing out his creations, which we're allowed to do, because why would he make it public? Anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like what we were talking about before the podcast. I think in a true friendship is when you can call each other out on shit, but still fucking love each other at the end of the day.
Yeah.
With an artist like this, or an artist in general, when you can say, no, I don't like this and I don't like that, but they are fucking awesome at this and this. Yeah. And I still love whatever they do. I think that's almost more powerful than
I agree.
More important than
because it means you know them. You know? You actually know the artist well. That's right.
And you're not just gonna fuck off as soon as something goes bad. Because there is stuff that's bad and you're still a fan.
That's right. Hey, you know, how many artists have released bad albums, but you still remain a fan waiting for, you know, hopefully the next best album.
And it happened with Logic.
Yeah. And that's right. That's right. It happened.
Back hard. And it was a really solid album.
It was a good album.
But I feel like Logic is a very genuine person, and I think that's quite rare when you look at people in his position. Well, which I actually think is becoming less rare nowadays. I think a lot more people, like decent people, are becoming famous. You look like Post Malone.
No, true. Gambino, yeah, Post Malone's a very nice dude as well.
My man started out playing Minecraft. Minecraft videos on YouTube.
I love his commercials where he's got the tie around his head and he's dancing and singing. Oh, it's so good.
Oh man! So when you look at artists like that, and like they actually are genuine people, like people you could actually have a conversation with. When you look at the other side, it's like people like Drake.
Yeah.
I never met him. I don't look at interviews of him, but I feel like he wouldn't be like a real person to talk to. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake. There are heaps of people like that.
Which, I think it used to be almost all the case back in the day, maybe. Like, it used to be a lot harder for artists like Logic, like genuine people to break through the mold. It did happen, of course. Like, great people have become famous, in music. But I think nowadays it's becoming a bit more easier to break through that glass ceiling because you don't have to go through all these producers and these labels and all this stuff.
No, that's true. They can do it yourself,
as he did with the Young Sinatra mixtape.
That's right. Yeah, you can just do it yourself now. Yeah.
So it's nice to see people like Logic make it, and he spreads good message back to 1-800. He fucking saved a lot of lives with that song.
No, yeah.
Genuinely, straight up, he saved lives, and that is fucking awesome. That is amazing awesome that he did that. Yeah. So to see him to get hate over it, it's I don't fuck with that song. I think that song was a bit average. When he says,
Me too,
when he says, I don't want to be alive, who can relate? And goes, woo, after it. What the fuck? What the fuck is that, right? Yeah. My man. What the fuck? Woo. Oh man. But that said,
we love him.
A lot of fucking people heard that song and was like, no, fuck it, I'm sticking around. I'm gonna and that's fucking amazing.
I mean, the big thing is it got really popular, and the actual song title, promoted the actual number, which is a big deal. Because apparently before then, that number, it was hard for them to advertise or something.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah,
couldn't tell you. But I guess advertising the hotline isn't easy. I don't know, but
do it for free. But it's sort of sad to see all the stuff that Logic sort of gets shit on. It's just fucking let him do. I think let him do his own fucking thing. I think there's so many fans like us. There's more fans that are more hard into it, who actually fucking love Supermarket and love No Pressure. You know what I mean?
I don't know who you are.
But I'm sure there's some Logic fans out there because I think there's some when you're a Logic fan, you fucking go in.
It's true. You just go in.
So even at the peak of his hate, just say 1-800 just came out or anything like that. If he came out to Australia, he would fucking sell out Kudos.
Oh, he would still sell out. Yeah.
Because these people would come from the woodworks and his followers, because I think him being a genuine and loving person, I would like to say he's a loving person from what I can see in his music and interviews.
Yeah. From what we can see. Yeah.
And I think that is more important to a lot of people than some misfires that he's made musically.
Yeah, I agree.
Which I agree with completely.
It's kind of wrong to just judge people for the mess ups as well. He's made a lot of good, obviously. Yeah. I think it's safe to say a lot of people can have their mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he sort of he wears it on his sleeve. It's almost maybe not the same mistake, but you know when Eminem came out with Kamikaze and it was shit?
Yeah,
and then the
yeah.
next album, all he did was talk about how his last album was shit. And
he was
you guys suck.
he was a bit of a downer, wasn't he? When it
Yeah.
came to it, yeah.
But I feel like Logic, like he does bring up that type of stuff. Like he straight up said in Vinyl Days, like, you guys made me retire. Like, you know, some hate made me retire and stuff like that. And like he was just not interested in rap anymore. And I think
Because of
portion of it would have been because of the fan reception, like the hate. Sorry, not fan reception, but hate.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But
yeah.
Again, with that, like Anthony Fantano, right? Like,
Yeah.
Busiest internet's music boy is what he says. That's exactly what he says in front of every episode.
Word for word.
Word for word. Busiest, strongest music boy.
I never watched him.
Really?
No.
See, the thing about him, I actually like Anthony Fantano as like a person because but I think it's his fan base where it gets really toxic and negative. Like one thing that shit me, right? Well, first off, my man's gave The Getaway like a 6. Chili Peppers, my favorite album of all time. I stopped watching him for years because he gave The Getaway like a shit score.
You're just sitting in your bed shaking and crying.
I'm like, how dare you disrespect the best band in the world?
The best Red Hot Peppers. My Peppers.
It was honestly years of me not watching him out of spite. But besides the point, I've grown up a little bit.
Oh, have you? You've moved past that, have you?
Well, I've still got shitty Eddie's.
Fair enough.
My man's doesn't like Chili Peppers, right? But he'll go listen to an album and they say Anthony Kiedis needs a ghostwriter because none of the lyrics make sense. I'm like, my man's. They've never made fucking sense.
And you know.
And you like the old stuff. Anyway, let's not get into Anthony Fantano's opinion on Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's going to be a toxic. Anyway, so Anthony Fantano, he's a big community behind him. And his opinions seem to be like validated by a lot of people on the internet. Like, so there was like a stream, and when Unlimited Love came out, he was listening to it, and he was like, "Oh, I don't like the guitar here," and the chat was like, "Oh yeah, fuck this is terrible, whatever."
Oh, so kind of like it's like that mob mentality.
Exactly, because then 2 seconds later, the chorus kicks in, and he likes it, and then everyone's like, "Oh, this is great," and it's like that toxic sort of like whatever I think everyone else thinks. With that said, so like when a lot of Logic albums came out, like No Pressure and Supermarket, he's shit on them. He's given them like 1s and 2s and stuff like that. Right?
And
like that, because he has quite a following, they actually got to Logic.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like interviews and like Fantano like interviewed him and everything, and putting any piece of art out there, you've got to be open to criticism to a certain extent.
Exactly. I think so.
Because Logic's quite passionate about his music, when like Anthony Fantano's fucking audience go after him.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's just saying his opinion and people are just mobbing him and just being like, yeah, I agree.
I think that's where it goes wrong, where it's like with anyone, if you put their opinion over your own, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And I think that leads to a lot of so like people would like probably like Logic until Fantano gave it a 3, and then they fell off and they don't want to talk to Logic. They don't want to listen to Logic anymore. Yeah, because they're like Fantano, he's perfect. He has perfect music taste. But he also admits that Fantano, like on Instagram and stuff like that, I follow him and he posts some really fucking good memes about him
stuff. Oh, that's funny.
It's just
it actually sounds like a funny guy then. If he realizes like that's what it's like for him.
Definitely. He's very aware.
He's very aware. Okay.
And he mentioned like on Vinyl Days, like Logic mentioned that in the verse. He was like, he had a chat with Fantano like late at night, basically. It was up late at night talking to each other.
Cute.
And Fantano said something, I'm paraphrasing, but he said like you have a fucking awesome fan base. Like, don't worry about what everyone else is saying. Like, I might not like your music, but that's only my opinion.
Yeah.
And then he's
that's the thing, right? Yeah.
And I think that's very, very important for someone in Fantano's position to admit that, or to be aware at least that he might have a section of his fan base that can be quite...
It actually doesn't sound that bad now that you said that.
He's not.
Yeah, it's good that he's aware. Yeah, what I don't like is when they play the, I'm so unaware. I'll keep doing it though.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they're taking, admitting
responsibility, I guess.
Yeah, important. Yeah. And but I think it takes a lot it will take a lot for anyone to go on record and being like on a physical record and go and talk about these type of things. Go and talk about how like he said he wanted to kill Fantano, like. He had dreams of killing him and shit like that, which I don't know if he was being dramatic for the record, or like he had a bad nightmare.
I hope he's being dramatic.
Like it takes a lot to go and admit these type of things, and I think that just speaks to Logic's transparency, where when you look at his whole discography, even Supermarket, that's the music he wanted to make at the time, and that's how he was feeling.
Right.
And I think that would always resonate with his music. No, you're a beautiful boy with your luscious long hair and your beautiful glasses. See, this is what happens on jams. You
don't make me blush.
You get complimented.
Yeah, don't compliment me, Jack.
Why not?
Because you're very cute as well.
Oh, you're like, we're cute boys. It's the cute pod.
It's a cute pod. This is the cutest podcast you've had.
This is the cutest podcast since Chris, which was quite cute.
Yeah, Chris is pretty cute.
Chris is pretty cute.
Yeah. I mean, Burrito's cute as well.
Burrito is pretty cute.
You've had a lot of cute people.
I have had a lot of cute
that
people.
Episode 7.
I've also had
your
cute. Girlfriend. Yeah. Waiting to see if you were going to say something. I'll just leave it at...
I had to double check she was 7 in my head. I'm like, yeah, she's 7.
It's good, 7, yeah.
If I say like 5, it's like one of your friends. Like...
Yeah. Callum is like, yeah.
Yeah, Callum's cute.
Callum is a cute boy, genuinely.
Yeah. I don't know who you are, but yeah, you're cute.
Yeah, cool. He is. I'll show you a photo and you'll be like, wow. That's
we're sharing photos of Callum? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
we're sharing photos
of
sick.
Callum,
My friend.
I've never met.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, we still got another like 15 minutes. Is there anything else on Logic that we haven't discussed yet that you would like to talk about?
Actually, I do want to get into the whole, listening to Logic got me into other rap because it really did.
Please do.
All right. Now everyone loves Kendrick,
Yes,
I love Kendrick. I listen to a lot of him because of Logic, actually. Again, I didn't care about rap until I listened to Logic, really.
Yeah, right.
Except Eminem, but I feel like everyone, I said, everyone went through that.
Yeah.
But because of him, I went into SoundCloud and I listened to a lot of random stuff.
Right.
Have
you found any artists? I know it's a hard question.
All right, so I love Rich Brian. Do you know Rich Brian?
Oh, yeah, Rich Brian.
I love Rich Brian.
Yeah.
You know that dude learned English by watching American TV?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said he learned to rap through American rap as well.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he's amazing. I love Rich Brian.
Yeah,
Rich Brian's a big one. Listen to Rich Brian if you haven't. Okay.
Shout out to Rich Brian. He might be in the playlist. The GM's
playlist. He will. Yeah, he good. A very controversial one. Suicide Boys. Okay, yeah. I like Suicide Boys. I get a lot of people listen to it and they probably are like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
My ears hurt.
Yeah.
But I promise you, some songs are really good. Other songs, I don't know what they're saying.
That's fair.
But I promise the beats are good.
Right.
All right. I love them. Who else? Ben Riley, I swear sounds like Kendrick Lamar. He only has like one song that I like.
Yeah.
But I'll show you later.
Okay.
I'll probably put it in the playlist. It'll be in the playlist. It's called Maytag. But look, listening to Logic made me go to SoundCloud. It's a very dark place though. I wouldn't listen to SoundCloud normally. Some people upload some very questionable stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a deep dive on SoundCloud?
Rita and I were discussing it recently actually about how there was an artist that worked in an insane asylum and recorded the patients like having episodes and shit and put some music behind it. He got big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, that guy, like, I'm pretty sure that was on SoundCloud. It's fucking weird, man. It's
SoundCloud, I don't know, people just will upload whatever they want. I mean, that's the beauty of it.
Yeah, and also, but you have to...
But also, you got to filter a lot of random stuff.
We're already filtering through shit on Spotify.
Let alone on SoundCloud.
That barrier is like...
There's no barrier.
Yeah.
You just upload for it. I have to check his name now. Hold on 1 second.
Here we go. Intermission.
Because now I'm scared that I got his name wrong.
Oh no, yeah, that's the worst. You don't want to get the name wrong.
I better be right. Ben Riley, yeah, I was right.
Ben Riley.
I remember my artist.
Yeah, you do, Josh. Yeah, that's remembering your artists.
I loved this guy. I forget his name.
That's me like 90% of the time.
Oh, 8 Corpses. I sent you a song the other day.
Yes.
Called Knock on Wood.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
Did you like that song?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I love him. He reminds me of not a lot of Logic, but his raps are very poetic. He gets very deep. I love 8 Corpses. Shout out to 8 Corpses. He'll be in the playlist.
The playlist.
The playlist.
What I love about we're talking about Logic, we're talking about playlist, talking about friendship.
And corpses.
And corpses. The 4 things that matter to me most.
Yeah. I love corpses.
In that order. Yeah. Oh, man. But no, I was really excited for today because, like I was saying earlier, there are so many good memories of this album. My love for it is amplified almost because of all the good memories I have with you and Jack and Cheyenne.
Oh, I completely
everyone,
agree.
Where it's like...
like you said,
It's
it's like a time machine. This album, I love it. Yeah, you listen to it and you remember a lot of the good old days.
Just feel being back on your couch and you're fucking
chilling.
Place.
My nan coming out asking if we want a blanket 8 times.
She's so,
bless her soul. I love my nan.
But I would always talk to her for a while.
Yeah, you have to be warm, Jack. Do you understand? You don't look warm.
I was always toasty in your house due to your grandmother's lovely hospitality. Shout out to your grandparents.
Shout out to my grandparents. Excellent people.
So what do you rate this album? I do every couple episodes, if I remember, J-Man Scale of Happiness.
Yep.
Or J-Man Goodness Scale.
Oh, the goodness scale, yeah.
Which I felt bad in the first episode. I said 1 being one of Logic's new albums. That was prior to Vinyl Days coming out, and I retract my statement on episode 1.
Okay.
So
I'm grateful. I honestly I forgot about that until you brought it up just then. It's like, oh yeah,
a bastard.
that little bitch.
But yeah, so if you were to rate this, I know it is your favorite album.
No, I'll be honest.
Let's rate it.
I reckon it's a solid 9. Okay, and I'm not giving it a 10.
Okay,
I'm not giving it a 10.
not?
I don't think I've ever heard a 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Yeah, what is it? What would a 10 have to be? Like, what is this album missing to give that?
What is it missing?
Is it not long enough?
I think. Look, I love the album. Yep. I don't want to give it any hate, but there are some songs that I just can't listen to multiple times.
Yeah, fair
I can listen to Gang Related, Soul Food, Under Pressure, Nikki, Never Enough.
Yeah,
I can listen to all them over and over, but there are just some songs I don't like. Like I know Cheyenne loves Bounce, but I listen to Bounce once in a week, and I just won't. I'll skip it.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
So the day I have an album where I can listen to the whole thing over and over again, that'll probably be a 10. But,
right.
Yeah. But I like I said, it's like easily the best rap album I reckon I've ever heard. It's hard. It's hard to give something a 10.
Like, oh man, like
giving Logic a 9 is hard as well.
Yeah.
But it is. I haven't had a rap album I like more than Under Pressure.
Mad Villainy. Episode 2's Mad Villainy.
Yeah.
Almost a perfect album.
Yeah.
One song ruins the whole album for me.
Oh, and that is
really very annoying. Besides that, it's a perfect album.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
One song that ruins it for me. Even that song is great, but just compared to the rest, it goes on for too long.
Right. Okay.
That's the point. But then, yeah, you look at albums like The Getaway that I absolutely love. I love that album, but I know that not every song on that album is perfect.
Yeah.
I more love it for just the memories I have with that album and what it means to me more than the actual music. Like Detroit in that album isn't a very good song. It's a bit repetitive.
It's hard to detach though, right? Because you have feelings for an album because of other things. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
It's so hard.
Very hard question. Doing this podcast is actually giving me a lot of very perfect, almost perfect albums. Like Avalanche's Callum's episode, which you haven't heard yet because it's not out right now.
Oh yeah.
That album that he showed me, amazing.
Yeah.
That has features like MF Doom and like
really?
all these people in it. Yeah.
Damn.
And that took like 10 years for it, which you would know if you listened to episode 4. Everybody listening to this, you would already know the facts.
You'd already know.
That was 4 episodes ago. Come on.
That was ages ago.
It was 8 years ago, brother. But that album was very close to being perfect. So
okay. Damn. I have to give these a listen then, if that's what you think.
Yeah. Yes, very, very good. But yeah, I don't know if it's Boston Self-Titled.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Boston Self-Titled, and I think Perfect 10, Gorillaz Demon Days. Perfect album.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm surprised you didn't bring up Gorillaz.
Yeah, that is. That's easily a top 10, a 10 out of 10. Perfect album, wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
Length,
okay. No, that's
Wait until we get to the Demon Days episode. I'll find someone who chooses Demon Days. I might die of happiness. So, this is a section that I'm going to create a little jingle for. It is called J-Man. We got to do a jingle right now.
Okay. How does it go?
Okay, so it's going to go like J-Man. Talks to people. And the random people.
Woo.
And he asks their favorite album.
Oh, favorite album. Maybe you say it, and in the background, I'll just repeat a word as that you say. I'll do it. Yeah. I'll do it from the back here.
I'll do it to get the distance between
Yeah.
All right. J-Man asks random people on the street.
The stream.
And it's on the plate.
It's on the plate.
In the bar.
In the bar.
In the barber shop.
In the barber shop.
In my house.
The house.
Not my house.
No, it's
Strangers
not his
don't
house.
go in my house.
It's not his house.
I ask him the favorite album.
Oh, the album.
And they tell me.
What do they say?
Changes every time.
Oh.
Perfect. I'm going to use that every time. I use this segment forever now. That's perfect. So, to start off this amazing journey of me harassing random people I meet.
Yep.
I recently went to Queensland. Episode 1's Kayla.
Oh,
I don't say her last name, but I probably shouldn't.
We probably shouldn't say last names, hey?
Yeah, as you did. Don't worry. We cut it
That'll be cut. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
So we went on to play. Oh, you piece of shit. You fucking hit that microphone again. You'll be fucking upset. I swear to God. I'll take the shit out of you.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Know your fucking place.
All right.
you know now. So I went on to play the Queensland, and I was sitting by myself. There was a row of the three of them at front, and I was behind them.
Right.
And this lovely elderly couple, like middle age, come sit down next to me, and he did the mistake of saying hi. That bastard. Why? Because that shows that he's a nice person. That shows that I'm going to talk to him.
So now you're like,
oh, here we go.
I have to be a good person.
Exactly, right? So I go up, go up to him. He was sitting next to me. Turn to him, like, hey man, how you going? Make some general conversation. And I lied to this man. I lied to this man. You lied to this boy? To his fucking face.
What did you say? Did you say you're a big time podcaster?
It would have been better, actually. No, I said to him, I'm doing a survey on the best albums of ever.
Okay.
In history.
Yeah.
What is your favorite album? Because I didn't want to go up and be like, hey, I do a podcast, and in this podcast...
No, I get it. I get it.
You know what I mean?
You're not really lying. You are doing a survey. It's your own personal survey.
It is. Like, genuinely, it is. Like, I want it to be able to, like, random people I meet, and I don't know, for some reason I feel like going and talking to a random person. I want that. I need to have something to talk about. Yeah. And I like how it's not like I'm trying to pick up girls that I'm talking to elderly men on a plane.
That's a good way to. You should use that as a pickup line.
I think I should. Yeah, it'd be great.
So, what's your favorite album?
What's your favorite album? I'm J-Man.
I'm on a podcast, by the way.
Yeah, by the way, I do a podcast. Super successful. I'm not the J-Man.
Super handsome.
The handsomest podcast around. And they'll be like, oh my God, it's Jams, right?
It's
You're
Jams.
The Jams guy.
They know Jams. I know Jams.
So, talking to him for a bit. And yeah, so this man's name was Lee. Shout out to Lee. I asked his permission to mention him on the podcast. Man who I'll never meet again, nor will he know about this podcast.
There's a lot of Lees.
Pardon?
There's a lot of Lees out there.
Oh, you said it's one of these. I thought you were going to give it a good pun.
One of these.
One of these. Give him one of these.
Oh, that would have been good. Yeah, let's roll with that. Let's say that I punned there. That was a good pun.
Good pun, bro.
Yeah, no, it's cheers,
man. Handshake?
Yeah, thanks. We're shaking hands.
Shaking hands.
It's a steady shake.
It's a steady shake. It was a good shake. Cool. I felt like I was going to let go and you didn't, so I had to hold on for a bit longer.
No, I always hold on.
You hold on, baby.
Yeah, I'll hold on.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't let go.
Don't like letting go. Anyway, so Mr. Lee said Eagles self-titled, which is a very good album. I listened to it recently for the first time.
I couldn't say that I've ever listened to the Eagles.
Me neither.
Was it good?
Yeah, it goes hard. Yeah.
It goes hard?
Yeah, it goes hard in the paint, I would say.
Hard on the paint?
Yeah.
Damn. That is pretty hard.
And but yeah, it's been good because you won't get them all this episode, lovely listener, but you in the coming episodes you will hear all these other ones I've gone to. I went to a record store. Some people, it was a live band who I went and harassed.
Harassed them?
I wait till they were done with their set and I go up, talk to them.
You kick down the door, you're like, let me in.
They dedicated a song to me though, which was great.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was
awesome.
talking to him. I was talking to one of the guitarists. I'm like, hey bro, favorite album. Because I actually talked to him about the podcast.
Yeah, right.
And he followed it. So maybe he's listening. If he is listening to it, I actually have. Hold on, let me show you.
Yeah, show me. Go get it. Walk away from the podcast seat.
But look, see, I have two fridge magnets here. One is my mum's friend. My mum's friend randomly posted a photo of himself with a beer. Posted why? No idea. But it's a photo that a beer is bigger than what he is. And he just not even barely smiling, but he sent it out to all his friends, including Mum. So she put it on the fridge, which I think is hilarious. Which I think I should
Wait.
hold on. Yeah.
He took a photo of himself. That photo.
Yeah.
He made magnets.
Yeah.
And he sent them to all of his friends. I love this guy.
He's so good. It's not even a good photo. Like, it's just...
It looks so bad. I mean, it's funny.
Good idea. I'm so pissed off.
So just imagine, I'll paint the picture for you. Imagine an old man's head just sitting above a beer. It looks like he's had, maybe a sip, 2 sips. Not even a full premium beer.
It's quite
just, he's had a few sips. And his head's just sticking above it and he's taking a photo away from it.
Like,
He looks very lost. He looks lost.
I'm going to make this.
A magnet. I need to make this a magnet for my friends. That would have cost a bit of money. That would have cost...
Even wait until he saw him there. Yeah. He shipped it. He shipped it.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. All right.
Sorry.
So he would have got all these photos and magnets printed together.
Yes.
That would have cost a bit of money, probably a day or two, whatever. And then he's also gone to the effort of getting everyone's address. He's put them all in separate individual pamphlets and he sent them to everyone.
Oh, fuck.
Wow. What a man.
That man.
What a man. What's his name?
Dave, I think.
Shout out to Dave.
Shout out Dave.
I love your photo. Send me one next time.
Yeah, Dave. He's our address. Anyway.
The other
next
thing.
to it, there is a little fridge magnet. It says
Growler.
Growler. Yes.
Oh, he's growling. Yeah.
Growler is the band. They are 3 boys. They got beards. They do. I think.
They got
covers.
beards. I know how to grow a beard. I can do that.
You can do that?
No.
Yeah, me too. I can.
It's funny because we both can't grow anything.
Yeah, that's the way, baby. So yeah, they do like every Friday night at Surface Paradise at one of the restaurants. There's like a steampunk bar that they perform at. It's really fucking cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so I went up and talked to him, and we're talking a little bit, and he gave me his favorite album, which you'll hear come in upcoming episodes. You don't get it right now, lovely listener. You got to wait.
You got to wait.
Patience is what we
Patience
preach
is a virtue.
and jams. That's one of our virtues.
That's right. That's one of our virtues.
No one about virtues too. And we were talking about chili peppers because of course he asked about my favorite album.
Of course the peppers came up.
And he's like, "Oh, we got Chili Pepper song coming up in the set." I'm like, "Oh, sick." So he went back and sat down with everyone, and then he stopped. One of the songs ends, and he's like, "All right, this one goes out to my new friend Jack." And he starts playing Snow. I'm like, "Yeah!"
That's awesome.
That's so awesome. Good. It was like the best moment, man. That
is so baller.
He was so nice. I'm like,
what a top bloke,
my man. Yeah,
he gave you a shout out and everything.
Yeah.
And he played the peps.
And he played the peps and did a very good cover.
That's pretty dope.
Shout out to Growler.
I love Growler. They got beards.
They're
manly.
And they're manly. And
manly
nice.
boys.
Manly boys. Shout out to Manly.
Did they growl at you?
Yes.
Oh, it's a bit...
Anyway, I think we should leave it there.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to mention before we wrap up, Mr. Josh Falk?
Love Logic. Listen to Under Pressure. Listen to the songs on my playlist. You might get a little weirded out. But that's a good thing. That's all you want.
You want to be weirded out.
You want the weird stuff.
The playlist will be weird as shit by now. Don't worry.
That's funny. That's why it's funny.
You're going after Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Don't stress. There's going to be some whack shit. It's going to be great.
Cheyenne's got really good music taste.
She does.
Compared to me and you. No.
You two
have...
No.
I mean me. Yeah. You two have the good music taste is what I meant. But, thanks for having me.
Well, I was about to say thank you for coming out and recording this. This
has
been so fun.
It's been good. Sorry for the tangents.
Yeah.
It's funny, we were joking about them on the way here. And how I wasn't going to do any.
Yeah, you were like, Burrito went on tangents, not me.
And here we are. Tangents.
We talked about this man on my fridge for 20 minutes.
That's why it's funny. I'm going to try really hard not to do any tangents. Because I knew it would probably happen anyway.
Yeah. At least you were trying for it not to happen. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I was trying for a bit.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you coming out and recording this. Thank you so much. It's been a great time.
I love you very much.
It's very good.
It was a good time. I'm happy you had me.
No. Well, thank you for coming out. Thank you for being an amazing friend for so long. Over 10 years, I think, at this point.
Stop being cute.
Well, I believe you should give your friends their flowers when they're around. Genuinely, I don't want to.
I'll give you so many flowers.
Fuck yeah, thanks, bro. But telling your friends you love them and tell them you appreciate them, I think is very important.
It is very important.
So I want to say I love you and I appreciate you a lot. You're a very good friend.
You know what? I appreciate Mr. Roberts. You're a solid mate. You've always been a good friend. Shout out to all the other J boys.
The J boys. Shout out to the J boys.
Shout out to J boys. Love yous all.
They'll all be on the podcast soon.
Yeah, they'll all be on. I'm not gonna promote anything because I have nothing. Don't follow me on social media. I post nothing.
Cheyenne posted, talked about her, what's it called? One of her accounts, like one of her gaming accounts.
Warframe.
So Warframe, that's it. That's it. So if you want to
shout out to my Warframe. It's Josh Foso.
Josh Foso. Oh, you piece of shit.
I did it again. I've done this like 4 times.
Wow. That's it. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just fuck up my lovely gear.
Okay, it's all good.
No, I'm joking. It's fine. It's all good. It's just for comedic purposes. After episode 3, I'm trying to do more comedy.
I've hit your headset against this mic so many times.
Yeah.
Because I'm paranoid about leaning back, so I leaned forward. True story.
True story time. The incredible true story of Josh Foley hitting my microphone with his headset.
But no, this album carries a lot of weight to me. Okay, so you have to listen to it. Cheyenne threatened you in another episode, so I'm threatening you now. If you don't listen to the album, I will severely hurt you. Thank you.
Hurt. Wow. I think Cheyenne threatened to murder, so I think we're getting better.
I'm a little,
Yeah.
Cheyenne's a bit more like off the lid. She'll just say it. She's got the confidence.
She does.
Whereas I got to keep it down a bit. I might spook too many people.
So you only threatened to beat up my audience, not murder.
Not murder.
That's good.
Nah, not murder.
That's really thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Nah.
Anyway, but yeah, thank you. Hopefully you've had a good time. Hopefully
I had a great time.
Hearing yourself over a headset, which is
that's been
always
really
an experience.
weird. That's been weird.
Yeah. And we're about to go out for mine and Burrito's birthday lunch.
Happy birth.
We should head out to Newtown. And
happy birth.
Thanks, bro. Happy birth. Shout out to my birthday next week.
Shout out to your birthday.
Woo!
I hope your merch comes by then. Bro. Shout out to Gorillas merch.
Oh, thanks, man. Shout out to Gorillas merch.
I love Gorillas.
Shout out to Gorillas. I've watched so much fucking Gorillas merch.
You love them.
If you were to follow me on Instagram, you would know how much fucking Gorillas merch
Follow this man on Instagram.
What?
jmansky_.
Yeah,
see, I remembered.
My man.
I remembered. That's gangster.
Yeah, Josh.
All right. Good stuff. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Your sunflower, your love will be too much.